All right, and to wrap up tonight, we have head coach Oscar Pareja. Oscar, 2-1 comeback win against the LA Galaxy on the road. Just give us your initial thoughts following tonight's match.
Right, thank you. Um, I want to congratulate our players. The way they believe on the game the whole time. I thought we had a difficult start, but the willingness to change the game, to dominate the game, and also to continue until the end, that was something that made us feel very optimistic. It was a great performance against a great team. And I really think that we play well. We use very well our spaces tonight, and I saw a lot of personality from the majority of our players.
And before we go to the Zoom tonight, Mark, your 200th match in charge of the Lions as head coach. Can you maybe just shine a little light on what that means to you to achieve 200 matches in charge of Orlando?
Now I'm very proud and very grateful with the community, with the ownership, uh, with the players, with the directors, with all the people who works with us and our assistant coaches that are magnificent. I'm very blessed to work with them. So that actually today they had a fantastic game as well from the bench, and I'm proud, very proud to have that accomplishment. I'm very happy and proud of our club.
We'll go ahead and go to the Zoom now. We will start with Mike Ramajo.
Thanks, Lucas. Oscar Felicidades with the victory tonight. I wanted to ask you a little bit about how the team was able to kind of grow into this game and then manage it to the point where you guys got the 3 points, because we saw how the first half LA Galaxy looked like a little bit more of the protagonist, and in the second half everything kind of just changed. You guys grew more into this game and were able to manage it. But wanted to see how you were able to kind of see all of that kind of unfold and help you guys get the 3 points tonight.
Right in the first part of the game, probably 15, 20 minutes, uh, we had troubles with managing the spaces. They were using that double pivot with Sergio and the other kid. They were doing a great job on using that space, and we have to make a couple modifications on the way we want it. And at that point, probably 15, 20 minutes, and then we just control much more our half and start getting our sequences cleaner, and our team grow in that part. And I think in the first half we should probably get the equalizer, but they have also an opportunity that I hit the post. They hit the post, and so we revalue in the half. A couple movements and promise to ourselves that we wanted to be more protagonists of that half, and as a consequence of it, we were waiting the goals to come, and that was exactly what happened. The personality of our players and the moments that we were fighting for that possession, the consistency that we have during the game allow us to have those opportunities to score and just get this big result for Orlando.
We will go next to Michael Citro.
Oscar, congratulations on the win. In the second half, when you put Duncan and David on the field, it seemed to change the team's energy to some extent. And Edwards said that he was able to get forward a little bit more with the confidence that with the energy that David Brecalo was bringing to the pitch. Can you just give your thoughts on the performance of the substitutes that came on and sort of changed the energy of the game?
Right. Yeah, I thought Michael, those two substitutions were a game changer. I think what I see was the energy that they brought to us in a moment that we needed the most. Uh, David in a position that is not usual for him. I thought he come from behind and support us, and at the same time, he just gave us a stability defensively. And Duncan, he can stretch those defenders. He can just run in behind of them, and allow us to have spaces for Luis, for Martin, for Marco, and as you remarked, even even for our midfielders, because Edward was more free as soon as um, our Duncan was stretching the field. So I thought it was a great moment. Our assistant coaches, when we were discussing those changes, they played a big role in that part, and I'm very proud of them too.
We will go next to Luis Carlos Pineda.
Hi, Profe. Congrats on the win and on the result. I wanted to ask you, with two goals from different players, how pleased are you with the offensive contributions of the squad? And what is your plan to keep that momentum going, especially with that golazo from Luis? Thank you.
Right. Well, it's a commitment that they had uh, in our preseason, just trying to be um, more protagonists of the season on scoring more goals. Everybody was committed with improving their numbers. We have been working a lot with them, and just seeing them scoring in the games for me it seems like the team is just getting a new face and a new image. So I like the way it's working. I think we have to keep that consistency on scoring goals at the end of and at the end of the matches. It's the one to score one more goal is the winner, and we're doing that job well.
We will go back to Mike Ramajo.
Oscar, I wanted to ask you last week, obviously you guys won at home, and one of the main things that you said was it's great that the team is winning at home, but now let's see if we can kind of translate that on the road. Obviously, you guys get the 3 points tonight. It's the first road victory of the season for you guys. How important is that to kind of get that first road win out of the way, especially when you're going again on the road next weekend as well?
Right. Yeah, it was a very important match for us. We came from beating DC and having a very good performance, but coming here to LA and get these 3 points, it just give us much more hope on keep adding points in the very difficult places. So a lot of confidence for us. These 3 points, the performance itself, I think, we just make us feel that we are growing. Now we will be ready to prepare the next one against another tough rival in our conference. But what happened today did just give us a lot of motivation for sure.
And we will wrap up with Michael Citro.
Oscar, you've been around this game long enough to have seen a lot of crazy finishes, and tonight's was no exception. That long range free kick that Luis took, but obviously McCarthy made an error on it. But he, that's still, Muriel needs to put that on target to make that happen. So your designated players continue to make plays to change games, and that's just got to be something that you're extremely happy with, especially when it took Martin some time to get settled in the league, and it took Luis some time last year to get settled as well.
Right, Michael. I think they understand that if they work well during the week, if they take care of themselves, if they compromise the way they have done it with the group, and the way I see them sacrificing many things during the week, is not just the training, but things that they trying to do. I think good things come. And I saw that goal as an error, of course, but I think Luis has changed in a lot of things, and the game is giving it back this joy. And for us, it's important. It's a player that we brought here just to have good results. The things are happening now. We have to keep that weight, and he knows. But the goal is just a consequence of the good job that he's doing during the week for sure, and his teammates.